Marquess of Bath is a title in the Peerage of Great Britain. It was created in 1789 for Thomas Thynne. Viscount Weymouth.The Marquess holds the subsidiary titles Baron Thynne of Warminster in the County of Wilts and Viscount Weymouth, both created in 1682 in the Peerage of England. He is also a baronet in the Baronetage of England. Family history until 1800. The Thynne family descends from the soldier and courtier Sir John Thynne, who constructed Longleat House between 1567 and 1579. In 1641 his great-grandson Henry Frederick Thynne was created a baronet of Cowes Castle, in the Baronetage of England. He was succeeded by his son, the second baronet. He represented Oxford University and Tamworth in the House of Commons and also served as envoy to Sweden. In 1682 he was raised to the Peerage of England as Baron Thynne of Warminster in the County of Wilts, and Viscount Weymouth, in the County of Dorset, was remainder to his younger brothers James Thynne and Henry Frederick Thynne and the heirs male of the bodies. Lord Weymouth died without surviving male issue in 1714 and was succeeded in the peerages by his great-nephew, the second Viscount. He was the grandson of the aforementioned Henry Frederick Thynne, brother of the first Viscount. He married as his second wife Lady Louisa Carteret, daughter of John Earl Granville, a female line grandson of John Earl of Bath. Lord Weymouth was succeeded by his eldest son, the third Viscount. He was a prominent statesman and served as Secretary of State for the Northern Department and as Secretary of State for the Southern Department. In 1789 the Bath title held by his ancestors was revived when he was created Marquess of Bath. Family history 1800-present. His son, the second Marquess, sat as Tory Member of Parliament for Webley and Bath and served as Lord Lieutenant of Somerset. His eldest son Thomas Thynne, Viscount Weymouth, represented Webley in Parliament but predeceased his father by 2 months. Lord Bath was therefore succeeded by his second son, the third Marquess, who died 3 months later. He was a captain in the Royal Navy and also sat as Member of Parliament for Webley. His son, the fourth Marquess, succeeded at age 6. He was chairman of the Wiltshire County Council and Lord Lieutenant of Wiltshire. He was succeeded by his eldest son, the fifth Marquess. He was a Conservative politician and served briefly as Under-Secretary of State for India in 1895. His second but eldest surviving son, the sixth Marquess, represented Frome in the House of Commons as a Conservative. The titles are currently held by the latter's second but eldest surviving son, the seventh Marquess, who succeeded in 1992. He is a well-known politician, author and artist. In 2015 The Times described him as a steaming pile of ancient kaftans and one of our waffliest and weirdest Mad Hatter aristocrats. He is best known for swanning around Longleat, his enormous Elizabethan pad in Wiltshire, entertaining his 75 concubines, or as he calls them, wifelets. The wifelets have included former Bond girls and Sri Lankan teenagers, as well as housewives and, according to some, in a couple of unfortunate cases, actual prostitutes. The deal is simple. The wifelets get to hang out with Lord Bath in a duel over palace and in return he gets unlimited sex. Other family members. The Honourable Henry Thynne, second son of the second Viscount, succeeded to the Carteret estates through his mother and assumed the surname of Carteret in lieu of Thynne. In 1784 he was created Baron Carteret with remainder to the younger sons of his brother the first Marquess of Bath. Several other members of the Thynne family have also gained distinction. The Reverend Lord John Thynne, third son of the second Marquess, was Subdean of Westminster Abbey. His seventh son was Major General Sir Reginald Thomas Thynne. Lord Henry Thynne, second son of the third Marquess, was a Conservative politician and notably served as Treasurer of the Household from 1875 to 1880. Lord Alexander Thynne, third son of the fourth Marquess, represented Bath in the House of Commons from 1910 to 1918. The family seat is Longleat House. Coat of arms. The arms borne by the Thynne family are Quarterly, first and fourth Barry of tenor and sable, second and third argent, a lion rampant with tail nowed and erected gules. This can be translated as a shield divided into quarters, the top left and bottom right made of 10 horizontal bars alternating golden black, the top right and bottom left quarters white with a red lion, rampant with a knotted tail. Early Thynnes of Longleat. Sir John Thynne the elder, the builder of Longleat. Sir John Thynne the younger, son of Sir John Thynne the elder. Sir Thomas Thynne, son of Sir John Thynne the younger. Sir James Thynne, son of Sir Thomas Thynne. Thomas Thynne, nephew of Sir James Thynne, grandson of Sir Thomas Thynne. Thynne baronets of Cawes Castle. Sir Henry Frederick Thynne, first baronet, son of Sir Thomas Thynne. Sir Thomas Thynne, second baronet. Viscounts Weymouth. Thomas Thynne, first Viscount Weymouth. Henry Thynne. Thomas Thynne, second Viscount Weymouth. Thomas Thynne, third Viscount Weymouth. Marquesses of Bath. Thomas Thynne, first Marquess of Bath. Thomas Thynne, second Marquess of Bath. Henry Frederick Thynne, third Marquess of Bath. John Alexander Thynne, fourth Marquess of Bath. Thomas Henry Thynne, fifth Marquess of Bath. Henry Frederick Thynne, sixth Marquess of Bath. Alexander George Thynne, seventh Marquess of Bath. The heir apparent is the present holder's son Sir Orlan Henry Laszlo Thynne, Viscount Weymouth. The heir apparent is his son the Hon. John Alexander Lardy Thynne.